Eagles lose to the Chargers, and I'm completely dejected right now. I'm going to get to the good first. I thought Jalen Hurts had his best game since week 4 against the Kansas City Chiefs. He made a lot of big throws today to Goddard and Smith, for example. He ran for a lot of big first downs. His escapability was on full display today. I thought Hurts did a decent job. He did have some miscues. He did overthrow Goddard on our first drive for a touchdown. He was open. And he did miss Smith for a touchdown right before halftime. Could have been a little better throw there. But I thought overall solid game by Jalen Hurts. Nick Sirianni, I don't believe he was the problem today. Early on, we had like 7 passes, 1 run at one point, but we started to run the ball very well. I liked how we incorporated the run in this game. Jordan Howard and Boston Scott, I think both of them did a good job. Kenneth Gainwell had a touchdown. The run game, Nick Sirianni didn't fall into the trap of abandoning the run. I'm glad he didn't. We ran the ball well today. And the defense, I thought that early on that they had some really nice stops on 4th down. They were bend but not break. They really tightened up in the red zone like we saw earlier this season. But the big problem of this game, the reason why we lost this game is Jonathan Gannon. Jonathan Gannon. This loss is squarely on Jonathan Gannon. Oh, God, where do I even begin? Last week, Jonathan Gannon, I praised him last week because he finally blitzed. He brought pressure on Jared Goff. He was sending all these defensive linemen. He was even bringing linebackers in like Alex Singleton. We actually saw packages of blitzing. We saw pressure. They got pressure on Jared Goff. They sent heat last week. And this week, he just totally steps back again. He takes 1 step forward, 2 steps back. There was no pressure on Justin Herbert today. No pressure. We just let Justin Herbert stand back and kill us all game. All game. We could have won this game. We really could have won this game had we gotten more pressure on Justin Herbert. This guy had all this time to throw, and we didn't do anything about it. No pressure at all. Now, I get that Justin Herbert is one of the best quarterbacks against the blitz, but you still got to try it. You still got to try it. Like, how do you make Jim Schwartz look good at blitzing? How do you do that? I really don't know how Jonathan Gannon manages to make Jim Schwartz look like a blitzing guru. Jim Schwartz wasn't that good at blitzing either. He really wasn't. And I saw more consistent pressure from Jim Schwartz. And that's really sad. Jonathan Gannon, I almost want this guy fired like right now. I just can't stand this guy's defensive scheme. It's almost like last week was a mirage. We've been letting these quarterbacks just have all this time to throw. We've given up these ridiculously high completion percentages. Derek Carr going 31 of 34, having like a 91% completion rate like 2 weeks ago in Las Vegas. Tom Brady the week before that. We're not getting any pressure. If you got pressure on Herbert, you could have won this game. He's a young quarterback. Blitz him! Blitz him! And we refuse to do it. And we refuse to do it. That's unbelievable to me. It's unbelievable. Jonathan Gannon, I am so sick of his freaking defensive scheme, man. I never thought that I would miss Jim Schwartz. Bring back Jim Schwartz, please. Please. At least I saw more pressure from Jim Schwartz than Jonathan Gannon. And to make Jim Schwartz look like he was blitzing on every play, it's really sad. It's really sad because we complained about Jim Schwartz for years on end about Jim Schwartz not having any blitzing, not using the blitz. And this guy Gannon, he's even worse. It's just so disheartening. My camera fell. Sorry about that, guys. We could have won this game. If you got pressure on, all you needed was pressure. And you could have won this game. You got a young quarterback here. Why not blitz him? Look, if he beats the blitz, then okay, it happens. But you still got to try it. Like, what are you going to do, Gannon? Not try it at all? I've been criticizing Nick Sirianni in most of these videos. No, not today. Today, the blame is on Jonathan Gannon. Gannon is the reason for this loss. I don't care what anybody says. It's Jonathan Gannon and this soft, and it's just just what's the word I'm looking for? Just penetratable. Nah, that's not really the word I was looking for. Just soft, like I said earlier. Soft defense. soft defense, and we're just letting these quarterbacks just sit back and kill us, not getting any heat for most of the season. It's really just so frustrating. So frustrating, man. We are 0-4 at home this season, and this is our 5th straight loss at the Lynx since last year. Oh, God. We can't win at home. We can't win at home. 0-4 at home, that's unbelievable. That can't happen. This is just like 2012 and 2013. It's just like that when we lost like 10 straight games at home. It's just like that. It's Jonathan Gannon. This is on you, man. Derek Barnett, by the way, he had a penalty. Derek Barnett, you were doing so good. You were doing so good. You hadn't had a penalty since that Chiefs, no, excuse me. You hadn't had that penalty since week 4, Kansas City. That was the last game where Derek Barnett had a penalty. He was doing so good, so good. I hadn't said anything about Derek Barnett for weeks. And he has a penalty today on 3rd down, jumping off sides. Oh my God. This one hurts. This hurts. 0-5. 0-5 at home in these last 5 games. 4 losses at home this year. That's 5 in a row. This one hurts. This one really hurts, man. It hurts. It does.